Alright, this is a walkthrough of activity 12-3 scheduling backup operations using NT-Backup. This just goes a few steps beyond the original 12-1 of backing up files, and we're going to go ahead and use the wizard, but it's going to take us into the advanced features anyways. You'll recognize some of the dialog boxes. So we want to start by hitting start and run in NT-Backup. And the book wants us to go ahead and use the wizard, so we're going to just say next, and we want to backup files and settings, and it says all information on this computer. That's a predefined profile. We're going to go ahead and create our own job, and you'll see what I mean by a job because we'll see it under the system task, the scheduled tasks. And we're going to go ahead and select here items to back up. We'll back up the good old friendly Windows 32 once I get down there. System 32 and config folder. Okay, we've selected our folder and we're going to say next, and we want to select a place. I've already predefined this. And we want to name it ScheduledBackupBKF. We'll say yes. And at this point we're now under part 8 where we hit next, and we're at part 9 in the walkthrough. We want to hit advanced, and this is the part where using the wizard we're going to schedule it. We're going to keep normal. It's just going to be a normal type of backup, backup everything in the folder. We want to verify the data. Hitting next. We want to replace existing backups. What it means is that we're only going to have one backup file, that one BKF. Appending is going to add on to the file. We don't want to do that. We also want to select it so that only the owner and the administrator, we're currently logged in as the administrator. And we want to tell it we want to back up later, so we're going to actually set a schedule. Now it's 7:16, and I'm going to put it 2 minutes. It's going to be daily, and I'm going to say 2 minutes into the future. It's going to ask for a password, and we're going to give it one, and we're going to name it Scheduled Backup. Name of the job. We'll say next because it's creating a scheduled job, and we're ready to go. So we'll go and say finish, and we set it for 2 minutes in the future. We'll go ahead and show this under all programs, accessories, system tools. We have scheduled tasks, and that's the job we just created. Now we're going to leave it alone because you're going to watch it actually run on its own. So it's an automated task, which in the background in the older versions of NT was run by a command line tool called AT, which meant automated task. We'll just check our counter, and we got about 10 seconds. And you'll see the NT Backup program fire up and run through just like you've seen it doing manually. There it goes. And it's going to run through, and it's done. And notice now this has changed. Last time run, on the 28th, and is now scheduled for tomorrow as a daily backup on the 29th. That pretty much concludes the setup. We're going to go ahead and just double check that our file was created. Our scheduled backup, WKF, under our E drive, time-stamped for 7/18. And according to the schedule, it's going to do it again on the 29th at the same time, and it'll keep doing this, and it'll just keep replacing the file. That would be an example of a daily backup, of just a standard normal daily backup. and we can restore to anything that we want. We're not setting up a restore, although we could. We just wanted to check one last thing, which is under schedule task, to show you how it works. When we say properties, you'll see all this gobbledygook. And it just runs it from it's a hidden process. But if you notice under System32 NT backup, and everything that follows are the arguments that we set up under the wizard. This is just a special file saved under tasks, and just guides the backup process and the final, which was the file we created. This concludes our walkthrough of activity 12-3, scheduling backup operations using NT Backup.